right, hi students. Today we are going to do a dynamic warm-up. So dynamic means that we are moving. So we're gonna move, we're gonna get our heart pumping. When our heart pumps, it pumps out blood to all our muscles, so our muscles get nice and warm. So when we start our activity, our muscles are already warmed up and ready to go. All right, we're gonna start with marching in place. Now do a light run. Now we're going to do squats, feet apart. You're going to sit down like you're in a chair. 1. Try to keep your head up so your eyes can see the computer screen. I don't want you to go past 90 degrees. So your bottom isn't going all the way down to the ground and touching. It's just like you're sitting in a chair. I want you to look at your toes and make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. Make sure your knees aren't going like this, or make sure your knees aren't going like this. Toes straight and down. All right, ready? High knees. All right, we're gonna do back kicks, so put your hands here so you don't hit yourself. All right, jumping jacks. All right, side jumps, skiers. All right, half jacks. All right, twist. So jump and twist. All right, jump rope. backwards if you want to. And crisscross. All right, run in place. Wide feet. Close. Wide. Oh, all right. Awesome job. So you should be nice and warm. You should be slightly out of breath. You should be almost sweating. And if you put your heart on your chest, you can feel your heart pounding. So good job with the warm-up. All right. So after our warm-up, our muscles are nice and warm. Normally, we would do an activity. However, we need to talk about the cool down and stretching. So number one, you should only stretch warm muscles. So don't just go into an activity and start stretching right away. You need to do some kind of warm up, like a light jog, or like some of the dynamic exercises that we just did prior to this, so your muscles are nice and warm. That's number one. Number two, you need to make sure that when you are stretching, it doesn't hurt. So you should feel a slight pull in the muscle, but it shouldn't hurt. Okay, so if it's hurting, you're stretching it too much. So don't stretch it too much. You're just supposed to feel a slight pull, okay? All right, so this would typically be done at the end of our workout. But I feel like we need to cover stretching first. So this will be the majority of the lesson. Then I want to talk to you about your HIIT workout that you did on Wednesday and Friday last week, and what that is, the purpose of it, the amount of intensity you're supposed to be using, and how to take your heart rate so we can start to become familiar with, am I just tired, or not feeling very good, or am I really, really exerting myself? Because sometimes you can feel like you're really exerting yourself and you're not exerting yourself at all. So you're not using very much energy. So we'll talk about the HIIT workout. Then you'll have day 3 of the HIIT workout. And that'll be it for today. All right. And then if we use this warm up the rest of the, oh, no, this is it for today. All right. So we are going to start off with the calf stretch. So this is your calf muscle. So I want you to put one foot in front of the other, and I want you to put this one back here until your heel is off the ground. Okay? Then I want you to push your heel down. Remember, you should feel a slight pull. And if you don't feel a slight pull, lean forward a little bit, keeping that heel on the ground. And you should feel the stretch in your calf muscle. So you should only be holding it for like 20 to 30 seconds. So if you still don't feel a pull, you can step that foot out just a little bit and push that heel way into the ground, way into the ground. All right, stand up. Sometimes it feels good to swirl your ankle around after. This time, I want you to turn this way and put the other foot forward, the other foot forward, and this one back. So now you're stretching the other calf. Remember, you're gonna put it like this so you can see your heels off the ground. Push your heel to the ground. You should feel a slight stretch in your calf muscle. If it's pulling too much, you can move this foot back a little bit. If If it's not pulling enough, you can put it out farther and really push your heel into the ground. Make sure it's not pulling too hard. All right, now we are going to do a shin stretch. So this time, you're going to put your toe back and you're going to push your foot forward so you can feel this muscle on your shin stretching. So my leg that's closest to you is the one that's stretching right now. All right, now turn this way, and my leg that's closest to you is going to stretch again. So put your toe down, push your knee forward. Feel your shin stretching. Not your shin, the muscle on your shin. Remember, 20 to 30 seconds. All right. Remember, it's supposed to be a slight pull. It's not supposed to hurt. So if it's hurting, you're stretching it too far. All right, so now we're going to do the hip flexors. This one is really, really hard for me. And for some of you, I'm sure it's hard too. It's all the muscles around your hips. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to be like this. One foot in front of the other. And I want you to push forward. Okay? If you can go lower, go lower. Put that foot out and you can go lower. If this isn't easy for you, okay, this isn't easy for you, okay, then you can do this. You can lay on your back and you can pull your knee into your chest. So that's also a choice. All right, now we're going to turn the other way. Put this leg out in front. Push forward. Some of you can really, really, really stretch like this. All right, now we are going to stretch our hamstrings. So back here, all right? So I need you to keep your feet together, keep your legs straight, so don't bend your knees like this, legs straight, and I want you to reach down as far as you can to touch your toes. I can't touch my toes. Some people can put their hands totally flat on the ground, okay? You're not just like this. That's just hanging. I want you to make a real effort to try and keep your legs straight and reach for your toes. So for this one, you might need a chair or you can hold onto your desk. It is up to you. Or if you have a brother or sister stretching with you, this one is for your quadriceps. So you are going to hold onto the chair with this hand. You're going to pull this foot. You're going to try and pull it into your body. If that's super easy for you, you can put your leg back like this. You should feel the stretch right here in your hamstring. Oh, no. Sorry. So you're gonna stand like this. You're gonna put your hand in your foot. your foot in your hand, hold on to something, and you can feel the stretch in your quadricep. If you can push your knee back. For me, that hurts a little bit, so I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm just gonna do this. All right, now you're going to switch legs. I'm just putting my leg forward so you can see what I'm doing. You don't have to turn around, you can just switch legs. So put your foot in your hand, pull it in. Remember, it's supposed to be a slight pull. It's not supposed to hurt. If you want to, you can push it back a little. So this is stretching your quadricep. All right, great job. All right, now we're going to do a pectoral stretch. So, you know how you stand with your hands like this sometimes in front of you? I want you to do the exact same thing behind you. So you're gonna lock your fingers together behind you like this. You're gonna push your shoulders way back, and you're going to bend over like this. Try and lift up your hands. Remember, don't make it hurt. It's really important when you're doing this that your shoulders aren't like this because you're trying to stretch these muscles. So you really need to put your shoulders back. All right, now we're going to stretch our shoulders. So I want you to take your hand, raise it in the air. I want you to put it down your back. This is stretching your tricep and your shoulder. Try and pull it this way. Don't make it hurt. So your hand goes farther down your back. So this stretches out your shoulder and your tricep. All right, other hand up. Reach it down your back. Pull it over this way. So it's stretching out your tricep and your shoulder. To stretch our neck very gently. So I want you to put your hand on your head, and I want you to try and pull your head down to your shoulder. Push this shoulder down and pull your head this way and down. Really, really gently, not hard. It's just a gentle stretch right here. All right, other side. Shoulder down, pull your head this way. So you can feel it stretch right here. All right, let's try the other side again. Really gentle pull. All right, boys and girls. So, number one, you should never stretch cold muscles. So make sure you do something to get your blood pumping. Jumping jacks, running, jump rope, any of the dynamic exercises that we've ever done. So you want to stretch warm muscles. Remember that it is not supposed to hurt. It is supposed to be a gentle pull. If it hurts, don't do it, okay? Don't make it hurt. Also, one other thing I wanted to mention. If I'm stretching like this and my friend comes up to me and tries to stretch me farther, that could really, really hurt me. So if someone is stretching, don't help them stretch, because that might really hurt them. They could pull a muscle. That's how you pull a muscle, you overstretch it. So if someone can't touch their toes and you want to push them down so they can touch their toes, don't do that. Somebody will get very, very hurt, okay? So after you're all done with your exercises, so normally we wouldn't do this as a lesson. After you're all done with your exercises, so we do a warm-up, then we do a lesson, and then you do your HIIT workout, then you would want to stretch, all right? But I just wanted to go over it with you first so you knew what we were talking about, so I didn't just say stretch after the workout, all right? So you either start at the bottom and you can work your way all the way up, or you can start at the top and work your way all the way down. That way we don't miss anything.